Confusing, isn't it? It's all about Japan, the country of contrasts. It blends the traditional lifestyles with cutting-edge technology. It's a place of ancient temples and futuristic cities, the thatch-roofed villages and pulsating neon urban jungles. Shibuya Crossing is one of the busiest intersections in the world. It's sending up to 3,000 people crossing at a time and coming from all directions at once. The Imperial Palace is located on the former site of Edo Castle, in a large park area surrounded by moats and massive stone walls in the center of Tokyo, within a short distance walk from Tokyo Station. It is the residence of Japan's imperial family. Edo Castle was built in the 15th century, and it was a location of Tokugawa shogunate, and also functioned as the military capital during the Edo period of Japanese history. In 1868, after the capitulation of the shogunate, Emperor arrived at the Edo Castle and moved the imperial residence from Kyoto to Tokyo. The total palace area, including the gardens, is more than a square kilometer. The eastern gardens are open to the public with the entrance free. Usually the guided tours are offered to the palace grounds as well, but it was closed during my visit of Tokyo. The Kabuki Theatre is the principal theatre for viewing kabuki, a kind of dance drama, known for its stylized makeup, elaborate stage designs, luxurious costumes, and incorporation of traditional Japanese instruments. Normally, performance is quite long, but it's divided into few parts. Single act ticket acts as a glimpse into kabuki, and it has a reasonable price. Digital Art Museum is 10,000 square meter space housing 60 artworks. The museum uses 470 digital projectors and 520 computers to create an amazing experience that will stimulate all 5 senses. Onsen is a Japanese hot spring bath and a very traditional activity in Japan. Monogatari Onsen is conveniently located next to Digital Art Museum, and it's a good way to relax after a long day of sightseeing. Hot spring water is pumped up from 1,400 meters deep into 13 different outdoor and indoor baths. It's in traditional Japanese style, which means no tattoo and no clothes. Tsukiji Temple is a Buddhist temple for Jodo Shinshu, the most practiced brand of Buddhism in the country. It was founded in the early 17th century, but been destroyed and rebuilt numerous of times. While the interior of the temple is in Japanese style, the stone exterior is reminiscent of South Asian and Indian traditional design. The Japanese government has designated the temple as an important cultural property. Just a couple of minutes walk from the temple and you are there, on Tsukiji Market, a Japanese food town, where anyone can taste all kinds of Japanese traditional food, and it's definitely a must-visit place in Tokyo. There are a variety of eateries offering a tasty raw fish that ranges from kaisudon, a seafood in a rice bowl, to sashimi, with plenty catering to the cheaper budget. A visit to Tsukiji Market is not complete without a fresh sushi breakfast or lunch at one of the local restaurants. The restaurants are typically open from 5 in the morning to around noon, because most of the fish is delivered directly from the nearby wholesale market, and this is the best place in Tokyo to enjoy fresh seafood. The Japanese way of shopping has its own traditional way. The good luck hammer is a traditional Japanese amulet that grants wishes, and with a single hit it brings limitless prosperity and good fortune. It contains 10 lucky symbols inside, including 7 gods of luck, representing abundance, wealthiness, good health, and ability to change the bad things to the good ones.
Number 8, Hamaya. It's like your bodyguard. Tanuki wa everything win, no lose. Win, win, win. Number 10, Daruma. Daruma wa never give up. Everything inside. And then, if you have, please shake it. And your wish, not every day.
Hamariku Garden is located within walking distance from the market, and it's a good way to stroll after a heavy breakfast. It's a large, attractive landscape garden surrounded by seawater ponds filled by Tokyo Bay, changing their levels with the tides. Right on the side of the garden there is a small pier with irregular boats going to Asakousa region. The average ticket price is about $7 and it's a nice 1-hour boat ride to another must-visit place in Tokyo. Asakousa is a town of water. It sits on the mighty Sumida River, and many landmark buildings line the banks, like Tokyo Skytree and Asahi Beer Hall, with its golden sculpture on the roof, representing freedom and grace of a good head of foam on a glass of Asahi beer. It's a district where athletic rickshaw drivers hawk rides around. Kimono-clad visitors enjoy a retro Tokyo experience, and traditional streets filled with stalls and authentic souvenir shops selling quintessentially Japanese goods. Sensоджи Temple dominates the Asakousa district, and it was a reason that insignificant village became a town. It's the oldest and the most famous temple in Tokyo, built in 7th century, and the most widely visited spiritual site in the world, with over 30 million visitors annually. The temple is dedicated to Kannon, the Buddhist goddess of mercy. According to legend, a statue of Kannon was found in the Sumida River by two fishermen brothers. The chief of the village recognized the sanctity of the statue and enshrined it by remodeling his own house into a small temple in Asakousa, so the villagers could worship Kannon. Nakamize is the most famous shopping street in Asakousa. The street runs for 250 meters on the main approach to Sensodji Temple and is lined on both sides with shops selling traditional souvenirs, snacks and sweets. If you like this video, please subscribe to get notified of my future adventures.